You come home. You've had one of those days, the kind where you don't even know what went wrong, just that something is sitting on your chest and you can't name it. You don't say anything. You don't have to. Your dog is already there, pressed against your leg, head on your knee, not excited, not jumping, just there, like they already knew before you walked in. And here's the thing, they did. Today we're opening the file on why. Most people explain the dog-human bond as loyalty, companionship, thousands of years of domestication. All of that is true, but it's not what's actually happening. What's actually happening is biological, measurable, and in some cases, medically significant. Your dog is not just sitting near you. They are reading you, your hormones, your heartbeat, your breath pattern, your micro-expressions, with a sensory system so precise it can detect changes in your body that you yourself have not noticed yet. And what science is now revealing about this bond doesn't just explain why your dog sleeps beside you. It explains why millions of people will tell you, without any embarrassment, that their dog understands them better than any human in their life. The question is whether that's sentimental or whether it's a diagnosis. The standard explanation goes like this. Dogs evolved alongside humans. Over at least 15,000 years of domestication, they became attuned to us. They learned to read our faces, follow our gestures, respond to our moods. And all of that is correct, but it treats the dog as a passive receiver, as if they're simply watching and reacting. They're not watching, they're measuring. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors. Yours has about 6 million. That's not a small difference. That's a fundamentally different way of experiencing reality. When your cortisol rises, when you're stressed, anxious, afraid, sick, your body chemistry changes. You don't notice, but your dog does. They smell it, literally. The shift registers in their sensory world the way a fire alarm registers in yours. And it goes further than scent. When a dog sleeps pressed against you, something measurable happens. Your cortisol levels drop, so do theirs. Your heart rates begin to converge. Your breathing patterns synchronize. This isn't metaphor. This is co-regulation, the same biological mechanism that bonds a mother to a newborn child, the same oxytocin loop, the same neurochemical architecture. Your dog is not just keeping you company, they are regulating your nervous system, and you are regulating theirs. This is where it stops being cute and starts being communication. A dog who sleeps curled in a ball near you is protecting their vital organs. They trust you, but some part of them is still on alert. A dog sprawled on their back, belly exposed, limbs everywhere, that's the deepest form of vulnerability in their behavioral vocabulary. They are telling you there is nothing in this room they need to defend against. A dog pressed hard against your back is covering your blind spot. They are not cuddling. They are standing guard over the part of you that can't see what's coming. And a dog who sleeps at the foot of the bed, facing the door, they have assigned themselves a role. They are the early warning system, the thing between you and whatever might come through that door in the dark. These are not random preferences. These are positions inherited from pack behavior that predates your dog's breed, your dog's name, and the concept of a house. But here's the part that changes how you see this. There are documented cases, peer-reviewed, published, of dogs detecting cancer in their owners before any medical test caught it. Dogs who suddenly refused to leave their owner's side. Dogs who began sniffing obsessively at one spot on the body. Dogs whose behavior shifted, not dramatically, not barking or panicking, just changed, quietly, persistently, until the owner finally went to a doctor and found out the dog had been right for weeks. They weren't being clingy. They were sounding an alarm in the only language they had. And here's what makes this more than a medical curiosity. If you go to the comment section of almost any video about dogs, any video, on any channel, you will find something that doesn't happen under videos about any other topic. You will find people telling the truth, not performing, not arguing, telling the truth about loneliness, about grief, about illness, about the fact that an animal was the only one who showed up when everything fell apart. A 73-year-old man whose dog started sleeping in his bed the day he came home from heart surgery and hasn't left since. A woman whose dog sat with her every day through cancer treatment. People who say, plainly, that that the most reliable relationship in their life does not involve language. These are not sentimental anecdotes. They are data. They are millions of people arriving independently at the same conclusion that an animal they cannot speak to understands something about them that the people in their life do not. And this is where it stops being a story about dogs and becomes a story about us. Because if a 15-kilogram animal with no language and a 13-year lifespan can regulate your nervous system, detect your illness before you can, read your emotional state through a closed door, and position themselves between you and danger while you sleep, and if millions of people describe that bond as the most honest relationship they have ever had, then the question isn't really about dogs at all. The question is what's missing from the human connections that were supposed to do this first. We built a world of constant communication, texts, calls, notifications, social platforms designed to keep us connected every second of the day. And in the middle of all that connectivity, a staggering number of people will tell you that the being who actually knows when they're not okay, who actually shows up without being asked, without needing an explanation, has 4 legs and can't say a single word. That's not a commentary on dogs. That's a commentary on everything else. So here's the question this file leaves open. If the most honest bond in your life is with something that communicates without language, if your nervous system trusts an animal more than it trusts the people you talk to every day, is that a beautiful thing? Or is it a sign that somewhere along the way, we stopped being able to do for each other what a dog does without even trying? The full dossier on the neuroscience of the human-animal bond and what it reveals about human attachment is linked below. It's free. Next week, we're opening the file on why your dog sleeps beside you and what their position tells you about how they see the world.